Good night, little Longhorns. I've got a story to read to you. It's called Creepy Carrots. It's one of my new favorite books since 5 minutes ago. So let's see what happens with Creepy Carrots. You can get this at Fort Benton Elementary Library. There's a lot of blank pages. Mrs. Benjamin is our producer and videographer today. So Jasper Rabbit had a passion for carrots, and the carrots that grew in Krakenhopper Field were the best, fat, crisp, and free for the taking. Ooh, and he's socially, what's that called?
Isolated.
He's social
He is
isolated.
a socially isolated rabbit.
There you go. He pulled some for a morning snack on the way to school. Obviously, they were still in school at the time. He yanked a few on his way to Little League practice. Baseball's my favorite game. He ripped them from the ground on his way home at night. Jasper couldn't get enough carrots until they started following him. He first noticed something strange after the big game against the East Valley Hares. Jasper was about to help himself to a victory snack when he heard it. The soft, sinister tunk, tunk, tunk of carrots creeping. I've never heard a carrot creep. He turned, but there was nothing there. Just my imagination, he thought. But he hopped a little faster. That night, as he was brushing his teeth, there they were. They're in his bathtub. Jasper whipped around, but nothing. He laughed at himself, picked his toothbrush off the floor, and went to bed quickly. I hope he washed his toothbrush. They might not have mentioned that part. The next morning, he approached Krakenhopper Field slowly. Well, you can see him sneaking up, going through the old dead log, checking it out. He reached for 2 wild carrots. Nothing happened. He bit into one. Nothing happened. Whew! Creepy carrots. It was ridiculous. But when he arrived home that evening, "Mom, Mom," Jasper screamed, "creepy carrots in the shed." His mom opened the door slowly. There weren't any carrots, not even the regular kind. "There are no such thing as creepy carrots," Mom said, shaking her head. Later that night, as Jasper lay in bed, he heard it. Breathing. Terrible, carroty breathing. And there, on his wall, "Creepy carrots," he shouted. "Dad, Dad!" His dad thumped into his bedroom and threw on the light. They searched under the bed. No creepy carrots. They looked in the closet. No creepy carrots. They opened the dresser drawer. No creepy carrots. "Just a bad dream, son," his dad said, shaking his head. "Now go to sleep." That was not going to happen. By the end of the week, Jasper was seeing creepy carrots creeping everywhere. Oh man, this is getting spooky now. Jasper knew his parents were wrong. Creepy carrots were real and they were coming for him. But they couldn't get him if they couldn't get out. Ha ha! What a brilliant mind. Jasper hatched a plan. First thing on Saturday, he grabbed supplies and headed to Krakenhopper Field. Oh man, he used tape to tape it off, started cutting wood, digging a moat, filling the moat with water, putting up a fence. As the sun finally set across Krakenhopper Field, Jasper Rabbit smiled. On his way home, there was no thunk, thunk, thunk. There were no carrot-shaped shadows. His plan had worked. No creepy carrots would ever get out of that carrot patch again. That's quite a fort he built. Look, the birds can't hardly even get over the walls. It's so high. And there's alligators in the moat. And there's traps. And How did that little rabbit got those alligators? I'll never know. As the sun finally set, the carrots of Krakenhopper Field cheered. Their creepy plan had worked. They were sure of it. Jasper Rabbit would never get into that carrot patch again. Boy, that's a lot of celebrating carrots. And that is the end. Good night, little Longhorns.